Get out the way.
DeMar can still elevate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back on the Go Chicago, where we talk all things Chicago sports and sports in general. You already know who it is. It's your boy Mike, and I got my man's Big O with me today. How you feeling, Big O?
Feeling good, man. It's been a beautiful, nice, not too hot weekend. Feeling good.
Facts, man. Facts. We finna head into one of those dark days where not too much Bulls talk. No football talk. Just I don't know, man. So, how you gonna make it these couple of weeks? Well, I want to say probably a month. Well, we got a month. Yeah, a
Yeah,
month.
about a month, 6 weeks. I'm gonna hold out, man, until football training camp, man. I mean, that's what we got next. So
Yeah,
I
facts.
don't know, the Bulls. I just hope them guys is working on their game. It's hard. It's always hard when the off season dries up. So you're right about that. It dries up and train summer camp over with summer league. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
So today we got some goodies for you guys. Today we gonna start off with just a couple of news around the NBA. Then gonna recap the summer league, and we're gonna cap it off with Billy Donovan rotation. What should the rotation look like? But first, let's get into some NBA news. What's your thoughts on DeAndre Ayton news? He signed the biggest offer sheet with the Indiana Pacers. I want to say an hour later, the Phoenix Suns said, "Nah, we gonna match that." So, what's your thoughts on that move?
Oh man, first thing came to mind was chess. Chess. The Suns been playing chess the whole time, the entire time. They wasn't gonna pay him more than what somebody else was gonna pay him. I'm happy he got paid though. I think the guy deserved to get paid. When you look at all the money that's been given out around the league, the man been on two really good Phoenix Suns team and a team that did really well in the bubble. I'd say pay the man. So I'm glad that they matched him. I feel like they really didn't have a choice, but I think that these executives know that he's gonna get the money. They was just waiting on somebody to throw it out there. Also, side note, that maybe they was trying to figure out a way to get KD. So maybe that's what the little waiting game was going with that. And I just feel like the Pacers just said, man, we ain't waiting on KD. We ain't waiting on y'all to figure that out. We finna send them an offer sheet and make y'all do something about it. So good for Aiden. But I don't think he gonna probably be on the Suns. Probably, I don't think he gonna make it through the year. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
that's the way it's been. The way their relationship is. But I'm happy that he got paid though.
yeah. I kind of figured that they were just waiting to see what his market was gonna be, to see who's gonna offer him what, and if it was a reasonable deal, they're just gonna match it. But some of the fact you can't lose a number one draft pick, somebody who haven't reached his full potential for nothing. And yeah, I know the whole KD rumors was swirling around, but I kind of figured Aiden was going to come back. The question is now is for how long? It kind of looked like him and Monty had like a something sour going on in the playoffs. Do you bring him back in the locker room with Chris Paul and Devin Booker and those guys trying to make another run to the finals? I don't know. Money do solve everything. I guess we gonna have to wait and see when the season start. But yeah, I'm glad he got his bag. So even the Pacers would have been nice for him. Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Chris Dorte. So that would have been a
Yeah.
nice place for him. But eventually he
I
returned it back to the Phoenix Suns.
I don't understand why wasn't the sign and trade worked out before the offer sheet came out. I mean I think Miles Turner would have fit well in Phoenix.
Yeah,
He's stretchy, a shot blocker. So I don't know what Phoenix was doing with if you didn't want him, then why not just work out the sign and trade, send him to Indiana? You're gonna get another good big back, possibly something else with Miles. So
yeah. I
yeah,
don't. I don't think the Phoenix Suns wanted Miles Turner, and they probably were trying to get too much for DeAndre Ayton. The Patriots like, nah,
That
bro.
makes sense.
So yeah,
That makes sense.
so from another superstar, well, Aiden is a star, almost a star. Well, from another star to Donovan Mitchell, been rumored that the Jazz might trade him. The New York Knicks have been rumored heavy to acquire Donovan Mitchell, and the Knicks fan already on Twitter saying how their big three is better than ours if they get Donovan Mitchell. Which it's mind blowing how crazy the Knicks fans can be. But what's your thoughts on Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, or where you think he should go?
I think he should go to the Heat,
Hmm.
but I think he will end up in New York. I just think New York got a boatload of picks. I don't see no way we make it to training camp and Donovan Mitchell is not a New York Knick. I
Yeah.
mean, where Utah's at, they already got a boatload of picks and everything they got for Rudy Gobert. I just think it's smart for them. I'm glad they actually realized that. Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna be in rebuild mode for probably the next 3-4 years. Let's just go on and get what we can get for Donovan. So I think it's smart by them at least listening. I think
Oh, I think bro cut out. Are you back?
that New York they gonna give in. I know they turned down. It was rumored they turned down the 6 draft picks and like Obi Toppin and a bunch of other stuff to get Donovan. Where Utah reportedly asked the Knicks for, and they turned it down. But I think they gonna give in. They desperate. They're in a desperate state of mind. No, I don't think with Donovan Mitchell their core gonna be better than ours, but I think they'll be a lot better than they've been the last couple
Yeah.
years. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the Knicks will get in. I think they will overpay for Donovan Mitchell just because they looking for that next star player to come in, boost the tickets, come in and play with this young core. I'm curious to see would they keep RJ Barrett or would they trade RJ Barrett. I know for a fact Julius Randle may have to be included in the package, or if they want to give up Evan Fournier. So they got other young pieces they can add in to make the trade work. So yeah, I'm banking on New York. He'll be a New York Knick by the time training camp start. Like you said, I don't think that would make them better than the Bulls, but it would put them maybe that tier 3 range to 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th seed in the Eastern Conference, but they're not gonna be better than the Bulls. So,
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
so last topic we're gonna talk about before we move on to the next one. Where should Carmelo Anthony go? Uh, the vets for have not yet to be signed. Where would you like to see Carmelo go?
I got a couple places in mind, bro. For his sake, I would like to see him in position to win one. So whether it's Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee would probably be a good fit for him. I think Miami could be a good fit for him. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing him back in Chicago. I wouldn't mind seeing him here. I think we can use a veteran,
Forward,
shooter.
yeah.
Yeah, we can use a guy like Melo to put in there. We need a couple buckets. It stretches, nothing crazy. But yeah, I would want to see definitely him on the winning team. I think that he had his chance to win with LeBron. They had their little hurrah, whatever. It didn't work. I don't think LA gonna bring him back either. So,
Okay.
uh, yeah, I think he provides shooting. So I think it's a lot of places he can end up. But I think, yeah, them probably the main teams. If not them, I know the Clippers low. The Clippers probably ain't got no room for him with all the shooters they got. But or even Dallas. Dallas. Um, um, I probably or go back to Denver.
Yeah, that's one of the things I had in mind was I had the Denver Nuggets, return back to the Nuggets. I feel like that's a good team. I had if he just wants to hoop the Knicks, just go back to the Knicks. You got Tibbs there. that young core, just help be that veteran for them. And then I got the Phoenix Suns. I think go play with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, be that stretch four. Maybe you could come in and knock some shots down. So yeah, those kind of my three teams that I think I would like to see. I'm gonna say LaMelo, Carmelo Anthony in, and yeah,
Yeah, I
Nuggets,
like the
Phoenix,
Suns.
and
That's a
Knicks.
good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
one.
let's get into some Bulls now. Summer League just wrapped up. We should have been playing in the championship game, but the NBA got some kind of weird way of doing things, so we didn't make it. So yeah, man, what was your thoughts on? Well, before I get into it, the leaders in points: Marco with 15 points per game, Malcolm Hill with 13 points per game, Dalen Terry with 11 points per game, Carlick Jones with 11 points per game, and Justin Lewis with 7 points per game. So, yeah, what was your thoughts on Summer League?
Yeah, I thought the summer league was pretty dope. They came in, they won that first game, they lost that second when they got it handed to them. But I like to see that they bounced back. You know, Malcolm Hill. I mean, he was on the Bulls roster for I think the whole second half of the season last year. So, you know, he's a 26-year-old. I think he's probably the oldest summer league player that was playing. But you know that experience, that's where he's supposed to come in. I like to see him come in, lead them young guys, and you know as he trying to carve his own spot on somebody's team, I like to see him show them, you know, the way as well. So I love everything I seen. I like Simonovic bounce back. You know, I like the way he bounced back. He like he's gonna be a solid piece if he keep working. Um, I love Terry, man. I love Terry. You know, I love Lewis. I can't think of the point guard name from. I think he's
Carlick
from
Jones.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, he played pretty well too. So I think a lot of those guys they played well enough to at least get some training camp run. You know, on somebody's team. You know, all of them won't be on. You know, in the Bulls summer camp, but a lot of them guys played well enough to at least get a shot to play in the NBA. So outside of the Bulls, I think a lot of the key players got shut down. I know the Keegan, he won the MVP, right, from Sacramento. He's like he's gonna be a good player, but a lot of the main guys that I would love to see, a lot of them got shut down early, and
Yeah.
I think it stemmed from Liddell tearing his ACL. So I think a lot of teams got like scared off. They was pulling their players early in the tournament. So, but you're right. They do need to fix the summer league the way that's going. I mean, they talking about putting a tournament. How about fix the tournament you already got? Get that format together. Fix that, and then you know, because you know, people love basketball all year round. So if you can give them something in the summertime, fix that. Make that better than what it
Yeah.
was. My point differential in the Bulls sitting up 4-1. Well, how crazy is
Yeah, that's real crazy.
that?
It's a lot of things that Adam needs to fix, and that's why I said in the video about the mid season tournament, like that should be last on the list of things that we need in today's league. Like I'm not for trying to go on the whole rant because I'm gonna talk about the summer league, but we still need to fix the All Star weekend. I think that's something that still need work on. Summer league, like you said, a tournament could need to be worked on. I said I want to say last episode about if we were to have a tournament for the lottery teams, like I think that would be interesting. Uh, Take four teams from each conference, the bottom, make them compete for number one pick. That'd be really interesting. So it's a lot of things they need to work on and skip that mid-season tournament because nobody really gonna care about that, to be
Yep.
honest. So
Yep, you got DeMar and LeBron hooping in the Drew League
yeah,
summer tournament. So yeah, you know you're right. It's a lot of different ways you can get these guys to come out, even if it's for a day or two, to play to for some create some type of revenue. Obviously for them guys to get paid, but to do something that if that's his goal, you know what I'm saying, to bring more revenue, a bit more excitement. You know, it's a lot of different things he can do. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or I mean, if you want to just let these young guys play, why not just have them run together? Have the number one pick and number two pick just on the same team, just run together. Like I think that'd be more
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Just put teams together. Like you can have the Bulls and the Magic. That's a one summer league team right there, and you just have guys out there playing. But
there
uh,
you go. There you go. That'll be a little bit more exciting seeing Terry run with Keegan and some of these other
yeah,
draft picks, you know, on the same team versus a lot of nobody that ain't even gonna make the roster. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So, and I know, you know, for the executive standpoint, they want to see maybe a diamond in the rough show up, but hey,
yeah.
you can see that. You can see that in the tryout. You know, give them a chance to make the team. Maybe you lead like the last 3-4 spots for the guys, you know, the undrafted guys that you want to see play. But yeah, you're right. That's a good idea.
So my thoughts on the summer league, I think we found some really good players. Because we know Marco, like I said, the way Marco gonna make his way on the court is his shooting. Come in and just shoot at a high clip. To me, that'd be the way he see his minutes on the floor. Dalen Terry looked fantastic. I love that pick. Before I was, curious, but after seeing him play, that was a really nice pickup. I think he had a really bright future ahead of him. Carly Jones, I really liked him, but I think we too guard heavy, so I think somebody else might, snap him up.
Yeah,
Malcolm Hill, we know what Malcolm Hill give out. Justin Lewis was great, but the one player who was low key under the radar was McCure Maker. I really like that guy, and I hope we can bring him in on the two-way to try to develop him and see what we got. He kind of remind me of Pascal Siakam, a young Pascal Siakam, who could do a lot. Still need development though, but you can see the tools is there. Step out, hit the three, grab rebounds, solid defender. So yeah, I like Maker. I think he was probably one of the most underrated players on this team. So yeah, hopefully we can get Justin Lewis and Maker on the two-way. Um, and then we got Malcolm. We got Dalen Terry and Simonovic on the roster. So that's how I look at it. I know had to let Malcolm Hill go because I like Maker, bro. So
yeah, yeah,
that's that's how I'm viewing the summer league.
yeah. I totally agree. Maker, he had a terrific. I really love him as a four. I think he can be like the one true four. He's 7 feet, but he's quick. He's you know, he got a nice handle, can shoot it. I think he can be like the perfect four you can put next to any center that's on the
Yeah,
roster between Bruce Drummond or whoever else. So I would love for us to get him. I can see if everything works out. I can see where maybe they clear space for him. Whether we know Tony Bradley probably going to be out, but I think
he
Derrick
got
Jones
to.
might be the. Yeah, I think Derrick Jones might be the next man now. I mean, I think he's going to last probably through the year. But I can't see where you know, where maybe next year if Maker continues to develop, where they probably move Derrick Jones out and make room for Maker and Marco. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for those young guys. I'm excited for the Bulls' future, man. The AK did a really good job
Yeah,
finding some diamonds.
for sure. I believe they gotta bring Justin Lewis and Maker on the two-way contract. I had them
Yeah,
had them run in the G League, and you know, if an injury happened, they can come right in. I think they can play some good minutes. So those two guys, I
yeah,
really hope. Well, I know Justin Lewis is on the two-way, but I hope they give Maker one because I really see something
yeah,
in him. Like I said,
yeah.
remind me of young Pascal Siakam. So
Yep, yep, yep. Totally agree.
So yeah, that was my opinion on the summer league. It was a real fun summer league. I was real interested in it. I wish IL would have played. I would have loved to see him and Dalen Terry in that backcourt, just giving guys the flux. So Yeah, man, I enjoyed this summer league. Can't wait to see the season. Let's get into this last topic before we head out, and that's what should the Bulls? Who make the Bulls rotation? What should the Bulls rotation look like if you Billy Donovan? Do you go with an eight
Uh,
man, 9 man? If so, who make the cut? Who on the outside looking in?
I think I mean 10 man right off the bat. Play all 10 guys, and some nights when it's an easy night, play 11. I think it's enough. I think this team deep enough. It's enough talent on this team to play everybody, and that's assuming Lonzo whether Lonzo start the season or not. You don't want to play him a lot of minutes anyway. So um, I say yeah, go 10, go 11. Let everybody play. Of course you want to win these games, but I just think the season is long, and after last year with all the injuries we had, you don't want to wear guys too early. Of course, your heaviest minutes going to go to DeMar and Zach, but I think everybody else's minutes can be split between Drummond and Vooch, Patrick and Javante, or if you have McCurry up, or if you have Justin up, whether it's Terry at the 3, you got Derrick Jones, Caruso, you got Io, and you got Dragic. So I think the heaviest load, and they probably shouldn't even be heavy as DeMar and Zach. I probably have played them around 30, 32 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need to push their minutes up right away. I think it's a good way for them to, for everybody to get their confidence going right away, especially after we ended the season last year. So I would want to see that. But yeah, you hit it. The rotation. Now the guard rotation will be a little bit tougher because if Lonzo playing, who's not playing? While Kobe is still here. So, from what we hear, Dragic made promises. Well, he's been made promises from management, coaching that he's going to play 25 minutes a game. So I don't think they bring him in. I don't think they get him unless he's promised that. And I think it'll be a bad rap around the league if he gets here and then now he pissed off like they said they was gonna do this and they didn't. You don't want that energy floating across the league to other players where they say, hey, they can't be trusted. They gonna tell you one thing, they gonna do another. So I'm gonna take his word, and if that's their word, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna believe that they're gonna follow up on that. So if Dragic playing 20, 25, 15, 25 minutes a game, I don't know. Unless Kobe come in and light it up, because you got to play Io. You playing Io. And Caruso, you playing him.
Yeah. So I got one with Lonzo Ball healthy, and I got one without Lonzo. So I'm gonna go with the one with Lonzo. I got Lonzo at the 1. I got Zach at the 2, DeMar 3, P. Will 4, Vooch at the 5. And I will have to say, and he struggled last season. Was the first guy off the bench. I gotta be Kobe, right? I mean, he bring that scoring. I give him one more chance. So Kobe, I got Russo, Ayo, Drummond. So that's 9. And then I'll probably throw in Dragic. I'm going with that's my 10-man rotation. Dalen Terry, Simonovic will get in spot minutes. So I think that 10-man rotation probably be the ones that probably once things get up and running. Kobe may not be in there, he may get traded, but come playoff time, I think that's the guy, that's the group we got to go with because experience, all the veterans. We seen last season, Io really didn't play too much in the playoffs. So I don't think Terry would get minutes in the playoffs, but maybe beginning of the season you may see Terry, Simonovic in there, and if they sink, you will probably would not see the rest of them no more. But if they swim like Io did, you probably gonna see a lot of them. So that's how I think Billy will play the young guys early on in the season just to see, okay, who's ready, who's not. If they're not ready, you might see them on the end of the bench sitting next to Tony Bradley. And if they come in playing, they may you can find minutes for them. You could play Terry at the 3. You could play Caruso at the 4. Jones Jr., Javante Green probably be the odd man out. I don't unless you playing Derrick Jones back up 3 after DeMar or back up 5. Where you playing Javante Green at now? So I'm curious to see how this rotation will be because it's a lot of players, who can really do a lot of things. So I'm
yeah,
curious to see what they
with you.
do.
I'm with you there. You like you said, you get Kobe a shot. So as you were saying, I'm thinking like, yeah, I can see where this being a game to game thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if Kobe come out, he missed 3 shots, he missed 2 defensive assignments, I can see him getting snatched right back out the game,
Yeah.
bringing Devontae in. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. I can see it happening like that where Billy's going to give everybody a chance to fuck up.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah,
get your
if you fuck up,
opportunity.
if you fuck up more than 2 times, you come sit right next to me. So I really think that a lot of these guys gonna be on a short leash.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and that's good. I think it's good for these guys. Personal. Just that game. They gotta know that. You gotta be better. You know what I'm saying? And this, Kobe going into his 4th year, Patrick going into his 3rd year. So yeah, I think this is the year where I think Billy got to be a little bit hard on these guys and let them know like, hey, you got to bring it because at the end of the day, we need to win. We want to win, and you guys been around. De La Terry, like you said, I can see him getting spot minutes here and there. He gave Ayo the benefit of the doubt last year, and it turned out well. So.
yeah, one thing for sure, Billy gonna give somebody chances. We've seen time and time again Tony Bradley out there. We seen Kobe. He played Kobe after Kobe struggled. Billy gave guys chances. That's one thing I can't say about Billy. And if you mess up, he will snatch you. So,
yeah.
A lot of these guys are gonna be on some short leashes, and I'm really curious to see just how this rotation gonna be. Because, like you said, Dragic if he was promised 20 to 25 minutes, which that's crazy to me.
And he out telling that to the media. So to me, with him doing that and saying that means he's pretty much like letting the world know y'all better not, screw me, because why else would he put that out there? If that was confidential conversation, why would you be telling the media that? So he putting it out there like, hey, I want everybody to know, why I chose Chicago, you know what I'm saying, over Dallas, because Dallas, I guess, was other places that.
Yeah, they wanted him to play a game here and sit out like 4 to 5 games and play another game, and he wanted to still play at a high level because he think he can play at a high level. My guess is I think he play about 10 to 15 minutes. I don't think he even gets to 20-25 minutes. That's coming into a 6-man role right there, and 20-25 minutes. That's Ayo and Caruso right there. I don't see Dragic as that guy unless something is wrong with Lonzo and he got to play more minutes. Other than that, if Lonzo is 100% healthy, I don't see Dragic playing 20-25 minutes. He's not going to be our damn 6-man.
Unless they going to play. If they, only way I can see it, that means DeMar is going to be playing a lot of 4. That's what it's telling me. You know what I'm saying? But what you doing with Patrick? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
I don't know.
They did play Pat at the 5 sometimes. So Billy do like to go small. So
yeah, you maybe he running Dragic out there with Lonzo, Zach, and DeMar. Maybe if he got a good, if it's a Dragic game where he out there lighting them up, hitting his shots, doing his playmaking stuff he like to do, he's usually good at. Then maybe I can. But defensively, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
The only
I don't like that lineup.
Yeah. The only guys that's not really versatile on this team is Dragic. Well, can Dragic play the 2? He had played the 2. Drummond
He
is
had
the
to play off
legit.
the ball all with the Nets. You know, Kyrie and KD had the ball 100 times a game.
I,
So yeah, I know he can't play off the ball. But
I think Drummond is the only legit, like, he can't play no other position other than center. You
yeah,
got
right.
you could play DeMar at the 3 or the 4. Pat can play 3 or the 5. And Vooch, I don't think Vooch can play 4. So this team is really versatile. So like I said, I'm curious to see how this gonna play out, because there's a lot of guys that you can change up. We guess we gonna find out.
You're right. We gonna see. I'm gonna give you my early prediction. I think it's gonna be a trade coming. I think it's just too packed at that guard spot. I don't know who it's gonna be. I mean, we thinking Kobe, so we can just ride with that as far as what we know. But it's too. You can't tell me they gonna finish the season with this roster. It's just too compact.
If they stand packed, it's going to be a trade by the trade deadline. If it's not a trade before the season starts, it's going to be one by the trade deadline, because it's by that time guys will probably outplay other guys, and now you know what your weakness really is. Like I said, I think after this season, I think AK and Mark going to really be more aggressive and making some major moves. I think this season is going to be based on, like they said, continuity. They want to see the team play healthy, and if they come out and underachieve, I think it would be a move made. If they come out like the same team we saw last season, then they probably let it ride out.
Yep, I can see that. Yep.
So.
Yeah, because when you're winning, the minutes don't really matter. Guys be on the bench, they be happy. You know, as long as you're winning, everybody's happy. You know how that goes.
For real. So, guess we have to find out, man.
Yep. In that order, yep.
That's all we got for you guys. Thank you everybody who's tuning in at this moment. Thank you for watching. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and sub, like, share. Wait, before we got a comment already from Andrew. What about getting John Collins for Kobe?
I mean, I would love to have John Collins for Kobe, because I think John Collins, in my opinion, is the better player, but he's also the most expensive player. So you wouldn't be able to do that straight up, because Kobe is on a rookie. He's still on a rookie scale contract in the last year of his deal. John Collins is, I think, around 20 or plus million, and Bulls couldn't absorb that without giving up one of their key pieces. Caruso, who else? Caruso a little bit over 10. I think Patrick is around 8, and you ain't putting Patrick in that deal. So it'd probably have to be the Caruso or Vucevic. The rumors was that Bulls was interested in John Collins, and the package was always around Vucevic, but I didn't see that being an even trade. Even though we got Drummond, I never seen that trade working out because the money and the talent don't add up. Because once you get the money to add up, now the talent is off balance. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean the trade be cool, but the only reason why I never thought that trade was going to go down is because of Pat. You know, Pat plays the 4, and I mean, if right now you can say Collins is more developed, but they kind of a similar player, you know. But Collins' offensive game is more developed than Pat, because Pat can knock down a 3. Pat can do the same exact thing. So I never thought that trade was going to go down just because of Pat, but he said trade Kobe, period. Look.
Yeah, Patrick is the way better defender. I think Patrick might end up being just a whole better player at some point, Patrick.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would look like I said, I like Kobe. I love Kobe. It's just that he's not going to reach his potential playing with this particular team. You know, he go play with the Raptors or the Pacers somewhere where he can just be free to make mistakes. You know, I can see Kobe being a really, really, really good scoring guard in this league. But
Yeah, me
as
too.
long as he's playing behind Zach and DeMar, he'll never be that. He can be a really good sixth man. But this team, you know, we see what AK and Billy, what they doing with the team. They like two-way players, so we'll see. We'll see. We have to see. But I would love that, like you said, John Collins and Pat play the four. It just okay. So what now you do with Patrick? You bring him off the bench now? Do you start Zach at point guard? What are you doing? You know, because now your positions are off. You know, your players are off. You got people like playing. They already, to me, I like DeMar as a 2 anyway, but he playing a 3, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like I said, I like Kobe as well, but him as our quote unquote sixth man. I mean, I understand you're gonna have bad nights, but you can't be too inconsistent. Like when we needed you the most, you didn't show up. Like that was a huge difference in the playoff game. We didn't have no scores on the bench, and that's crucial. We needed Kobe for that, and you know that's why, like I said, Kobe is not a bad player. I just think, him being the sixth man on a team that's ready to win now, it's too much for him. Too much.
Yeah.
Last
We
time
want
before we
him
get
to be Jordan Poole.
yeah.
We want him to be
Last
Jordan
time,
Poole.
facts. Well, last time before we get up out of here, he said, "How about Kobe and Ayo for Collins?" I'm holding on to Ayo. Ain't nobody
I'm
getting
super
Ayo.
high Ayo. Yeah. Not for Collins. You gotta.
Yeah.
Now, if it was Kevin Durant, I might lean. I might be like, I love you, Ayo, Chicago kid, but this guy finna take us straight to the finals with what we got. But not for John Collins. Yeah, not for John Collins.
Yeah, nah. I like I said, I love Ayo. Kevin Durant, I help you pack your bags. Collins, no, you staying with us. But
yeah.
Appreciate you hopping on again, bro. It was another banging episode. Like I was saying, subscribe to the channel. Hit us up on Facebook. Probably in August, we probably gonna do some players preview where we just go over each player's head into the training camp, because it's gonna be a dark days of, no news from the Bulls, unless a signing or a trade coming. Pretty much always quiet. So we still gonna give you guys some Bulls content. Bears season coming up, so man, make sure you guys checking out the channel, because we gonna have some Bears content for you guys. Pretty soon, I'm trying to get a mailbag segment going on, just getting things up and rolling. So yeah, you're gonna get all the good news in the future. Just continue checking out the podcast with me and Big O. Any last word, Big O?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And your TikTok
like
is hilarious, bro. But I'll let you. I was out had me dying laughing, bro.
Just having a little bit of fun. Yeah. Like you said, man, these are the little dry times, the summer league over with. So, unless some trades, KD there's still some free agents out there. Like we talked about Carmelo, think Whiteside. There's still some serviceable guys out there. So we know as well. We know the Bulls they got 15 guys plus probably 3-4 kids in the summer league that they need to find a way to get on the sign. So I don't expect the Bulls to make nothing crazy from now until training camp. So we gonna come back and y'all some content, and we're gonna get ready for training camp in September, October. So
yeah, September.
Yep.
So hey, like I said, been nice. Peace.